Hey everyone, this is Jay Beershank. This is my YouTube channel. Happy to have you here. Today we're going to talk a little bit about staying fit and staying strong without needing to spend a lot of time in the gym and without needing to have a very strict diet. I've been self-experimenting with these ideas for about 10 years, and I'm going to review with you some of the biggest, most helpful things I've learned in that time. So without further ado, let's hit the floor. So the first and probably most beneficial thing to know about building strength and a lean physique quickly and easily would be isometrics. Isometrics is the idea of holding a plyometric movement at the hardest position. So that's a static hold. So what I mean by that is if you have a weight, first example here is a plyometric. We're moving from top to bottom. And then an isometric would be holding it at the hardest point. And whether you can hold this for 5 seconds or for 30, you're going to see massive strength gains and massive definition very quickly. Now that I was showing you there with a weight, but I want to show you guys how you can do that from home and build strength very easily with only 5 minutes. We're going to go over today the push-up isometric workout, which is going to be triangle, there, and then there. And then so how I would do this if I was doing it by myself would be to do as many reps here and then hold, and then as many reps and hold once more. So you're doing 2 holds and you're doing reps of push-ups twice. So let me show you an example. So we're here, and we do the reps. Let's say I do as many reps as I can. I'm just gonna do one rep, and then we'd hold for as long as we can, whether it's 30 seconds or 5, and we do as many reps as we can again. Let's say I do as many as I can, and then we hold again for as long as you can. And I guarantee you'll be burnt, trust me. And then you move your hands out a little bit to a normal push-up stance, and you do the same thing. So let's say I do as many as I can. I'm gonna do 1 for video purposes. 1, and then go down and hold for as long as I can, 5 or 30. And again, you can hold up here, or you can hold all the way down, but you're going to see the biggest benefit holding right in the middle because that's the hardest point. So now let's say we did that, we'd move out as far as we can go and work our shoulders and our outer chest. Let's say we do as many as we can. We're just gonna do 1, you hold, as long as you can, 5 or 30 seconds, and you do as many as you can again, and then you hold for as long as you can. If you do that routine 3 times a week for the next month, I guarantee you'll see significant strength gains and significant definition in your chest and your arms. Just so you know, when you have your hands together, you're working your triceps and your inner chest. As you move your hands out farther, you're working more your arm right there and your bicep in the middle of your arm and in the middle of your chest. As we go all the way out here, we're working our shoulders and our outer chest. Now, why is isometrics effective? It's effective because what you're doing is you're tearing deep muscle tissue. When you do a plyometric workout, you're basically, if you think about an onion, you're just peeling the outer layers of the onion. You're moving your arm, you're moving the muscle, whatever you're doing, and you're working the outside fibers. When you do an isometric workout, you're burning very, very deeply because it's working your muscle much harder and it's much more isolated. Isometric, isolated, it isolates the muscle much more and burns very deeply. And I don't know if you guys know this, but all the building of your muscles actually happens after you work out. And usually that's happening for about 12 hours after you work out. With isometrics, the building process is happening for 48 hours after you work out. Significantly longer. And this is good for you because you have to work out less this way. Because if you work out on Monday, your muscles are building all the way until Wednesday evening. So you don't have to work out nearly as much and you get double the benefits. It's really great. And I've incorporated isometrics into my workouts for the past 5 years and it's helped so much. And like you saw with the push-ups, it's very powerful to incorporate isometrics and plyometrics at the same time. For example, when I'm doing curls, I'll do sets of curls. I will do 3 for you, 3, and then I'll hold at the top for however long. Let's say I hold for a long time, and then I'll rep it out again, and then hold it again. So as you see, I'm mixing plyometrics and isometrics. It's very good because with the isometrics, you're isolating, so you're not always building the complete muscle. But a way to fix this, I'll show you in just a sec. Holds with weights is every place that you hold the weight is going to have a different effect. So let's say for our biceps, I have the weight. You can hold it here. This is going to work at the very top of my bicep, as you can see. It's going to work this area most, right up in here. Now I take the weight and I lower it just a little bit, and as you can see, the head of the bicep is extending down. So the farther down I hold it, the more it's going to work the bottom. So you can hold it in different places. Let's say you hold it down here for 30 seconds, then you hold it there, then you hold it there, and then you hold it there. Those are all going to work different parts of the bicep, and doing those all in a circuit will build massive definition and very strong biceps. And another isometric hold we can do with weights would be for your shoulders. You can hold a Superman pose, which is this right here. And with this, you can move it the same we did with the biceps. Down a little farther is going to work farther down your arm. Holding up here more is going to work the shoulder more towards the chest. And those are both very good isometric workouts for your arms. As well as the hammer curl, you can do that as well. So you can hold it there, and then you can hold it there, and you can hold it there. Just a little bit of a bend in the elbow. It doesn't seem like it would work, but you hold it for 30 seconds to a minute, and you'll feel a serious burn. And then move it back up and do it there. So first we talked about an exercise tip, which was isometrics. Isometrics are great, and I know that they build density and definition over size and power. Density and definition is what most people want. They want that chiseled, hard look. And also what this does is it creates very functional strength. You won't be able to throw around 100-pound dumbbells in the gym, but you will be able to work very hard for a very long time because you've built up that isometric strength of holding in hard positions. It's very important. And in another video, I will go into all sorts of isometric workouts you can do. There are so many that it would take 10, 15, 20 minutes to show you all of them. And this video is more about tips and tricks. So next, we're going to talk about my biggest diet trick. My biggest diet trick for staying lean and fit and healthy would be intermittent fasting. What intermittent fasting is doing some version of a fast every day. This fast could be a 12-hour fast, 16-hour fast, or a 20-hour fast. No matter what it is, it doesn't matter. It just has to be daily fast. For me, I eat from 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. And a couple months out of the year, I actually just eat from 6 to 8 p.m. Now what the point of this is it gives you either a 16-hour fast or a 22-hour fast every day, depending on how long your window is of eating. What the point of this is all the food you eat in a day gives you sugar, which your body burns for energy. So if you're eating all day long, your body is able to burn the sugar from the food you're eating all day long. If you're not eating all day long, then the body has to look somewhere else to find energy. And the body has an amazing amount of fat reserves for energy that it's saving for crisis. And now what the intermittent fasting does is it helps your body burn a little bit of that every day. So basically, with intermittent fasting, you're burning fat that has been stored for your whole life that you've never needed to burn because you were always eating all day long. When you eat all day long, you're burning the sugar from the food you just ate. When you're intermittent fasting, you're burning fat reserves that have been built up throughout your whole life. And don't worry, this is perfectly healthy. You don't need the fat reserves unless you were going to go live out in the woods for many, many months with minimal food. But most of us aren't going through that kind of life right now, and if you are going through that kind of life, you're probably shredded already and don't need any of these tips anyway. But anyway guys, I hope you get something out of these 2 tips. Remember, isometrics and intermittent fasting. Implement these 2 tips into your life, and within a month you will see huge gains and huge definition. If you have any questions, I'd be honored and humbled to answer them. And I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you, I love you, enjoy.